Oh, for fuck's sake. You man are gonna have to bear with me, because I'm trying to get out of this flipping mode. It should have. How the hell do you get out of this mode? Yes, yes, big man. Yeah, just bear with me. I'm trying to get out of this flipping mode, man. Yo, I don't know how to get out of this flipping mode. People already trying to request, bro. No, fam. Bro, I ain't got a fucking clue how to get out of this mode. Right, so ST said you watched my videos at work. Yeah, come on, man. Bro, this fly is getting on my nerves, man. You was really drained at work, yeah, man. It gets like that. What'd you do for a living? Yeah, would you work as, big man? Right. So a man said he feels really lonely, don't know what to do. Get up and fucking go to work. Do you know what? You actually thought about this. The cure, or at least the temporary remedy for depression, is discipline. You see, if you're disciplined, you're gonna still get up and go to work and do everything that you're supposed to do every fucking day. So even if you feel depressed, even if you feel low, you're still gonna get up and go running or go to the gym or go swimming or go boxing training, whatever. You're still gonna go to work. You're still gonna carry out and fulfill the duties that you have to do every day or at whatever interval. Let's say you clean your house every other day or whatever, and that you're still gonna do it. So the cure for depression or feeling low is discipline. And so long as you stay on track and you do what you're supposed to do every single day, eventually this low point, this quote unquote depression will subside, because nothing lasts forever except for discipline. Discipline lasts forever. No, I'm not letting people join. I don't know how to get out of this flipping mode. It's getting on my damn nerves. It's been like this since the last live stream. I'm still trying to exit this thing, you know. Oh, finally. Jesus Christ. It took me a whole 10 minutes. Man said, yes, we got there, you know. Yeah, it took me a whole 10 minutes to figure it out. Like grandpa trying to learn how to use Facebook and uploading the same profile picture 10 times over. Right. Man said, take your shahada. Nope. Man said, yo, you just started the stream. Yeah, basically, yeah. Bro, this fly is looking to die. Almost. I said, you're a Christian, yeah? Nope. I don't believe in God. Obviously, I believe in, I'd be an idiot to not think that there would be things inside the Bible and the Quran and the Torah and other holy books that, I know I would agree with. But yeah, I just don't believe in any of the supernatural stuff. I don't believe in heaven or hell. I just think that heaven and hell was invented to hold people accountable. Because think about it this way. If we lived in a world where there's no consequences, why would you ever do anything good? Why would you do anything right? But think about this logically. 99.9% of you lot work a job right now that are watching me, yeah? If you could get away with, and this is how it would evolve as well. Let's say you're supposed to be at work at 9 o'clock. If you start coming in at 9:05 and you clock, your manager ain't said nothing, cool. You start coming in at 10, 9:15, and realize, yo, manager ain't said nothing. At some point, you're going to start turning up to work at 10, 11 o'clock. There will be that one day when you turn up to work at 12, yeah? Because you're like, you know what? I've got a few things to do down Oxford Street quickly, you know. Chuck, yeah? You will start turning up to work at 12, 1 o'clock. They will come down. And this is all going off of your manager not saying anything, yeah? There will come a day where you're like, you know what? I'm just not going to turn up to work. And you know what? If the manager says anything, just say that, your phone broke and you tried to send a text, but the phone's not working. Boom! Yeah? If there are no consequences, as opposed to if you came into work 2 minutes late and your manager was on your case, yo, my man's sending warning shots. If your manager's on your case for not turning up to work on time, you're 2 minutes late. You don't know you ain't turning up 30 minutes, an hour late. if there were no consequences for crime and, you know, doing things you're not supposed to do, we'll be living in a mad world. The only reason why I'm not fisting up people right now, because I've got something to lose. Yo, people around here would be in problems, yeah, if there was no such thing as the fucking police, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because me, I don't like to talk. I do not like to talk. Yes, yes, Nadia. So, yeah, the only reason why people, you know, obey certain laws and behave themselves is because there's consequences. The only reason why Nadia shows you respect is because she has to. But listen, no one is going to, obviously, people will give you that basic human respect. But your missus is not going to respect you if she doesn't have to. Your missus is not going to respect you just because, he's such a nice person. Yeah. He's such a devout Christian. Yeah, I'm going to respect Jay Wise. No. Because even if she does respect you, she will do something disrespectful to see if you're going to act or react to it. Every chick will test their man. I remember, yeah, like when I went on my second podcast, big up my man that runs JVA Studios. There was a clip that he uploaded. It was on his page, but obviously I got tagged in it, so I got to see all the comments and that. And I was saying that at some point, the woman is going to test you and disrespect you. I remember this one distinctive mixed race girl. This girl was like 21 years old. Yeah. She must have said, I don't know what type of girls he's dealing with because I would never disrespect my man. Yo, this girl must think disrespect, yeah, is some mad violation where you run at someone with an axe or a meat cleaver in there. It could just be something stupid. You tell your girl to do something, and she tells you no. That's a disrespect. So obviously, the word respect and disrespect is perceived differently amongst different people and that. And yeah, I was basically saying in that video, yeah, you got to dismiss her. She's being disrespectful. Bam, she got to go. That's it. Until she comes back and apologize. So yeah, your woman is not going to respect you just because you're a nice person. No way. No one is going to show you that level of respect unless they have to. I've got another little philosophy I came up with the other day. Yeah, it's original. Yeah, it's a JY's original. You cannot have peace until you first have war. Yeah. So right now, there are many people watching this stream right now or watching the playback right now who have some neighbors doing some foolishness. I don't know, it could be anything. Playing loud music till 2 in the morning, revving up car engines or revving up motorbike engines, whatever. Yeah. Just doing dumb stuff. Kids kicking a football against the side of your house. I don't know. I don't care. A lot of you lot are putting up with it because you're not willing to go to war with your neighbors. So you'd rather sit down and tolerate it. And the thing is, yeah, when I say go to war with your neighbors and that, I mean, it could end up in a war, but like, you lot ain't even willing to confront them. The thing is, yeah, and the issue is, a lot of people find confrontation uncomfortable. But if you're sitting in your house and your neighbors are pissing you off because they're playing loud music or whatever nonsense and that, yeah, then you're in a state of being uncomfortable. So whether you confront your neighbor or you sit and tolerate the nonsense, you're in a state of being uncomfortable. So you may as well go and confront your neighbor. You'll feel a lot better, even if your neighbor continues with the nonsense. You'll feel a lot better. The reason why your neighbor pisses you off so much with their foolishness, it's not even really the neighbor that you're pissed off with. You're pissed off with yourself that you ain't willing to go and address the situation. That's what the problem is, really and truly. So I got a little philosophy. You ain't really gonna have no peace until you first have war. There is peace and quiet on this road now because I pretty much not had to go to war like that, but you understand. Put myself in a position where the police had to come to my house because obviously, you know, I was acting in a manner that was not very comfortable for people and that. And I had it at the other place as well. The kids were playing. My old elderly neighbor said to me, every year she dreads the 6 weeks holidays because those kids will be out the back kicking the ball against the fucking garage. Boom! And they'll be out there for like 4 hours at a time. I turned up. Obviously, I put a stop to it temporarily. Then the next year they were out. No, yeah. So I put a stop to it temporarily. The following year they weren't there, but then the next year they came back. I had to go to the parents' house like 3 times. They end up calling the police on me as well. But now they don't play at the back. They don't play at the back. Now, obviously, I've had to, you know, set my old neighbor straight because she was getting out of hand as well. Yeah. But I guarantee you, she's probably glad that, yo, I got that guy living next door. At least I can have some fucking peace and quiet. Yeah. Even here, I remember one time when I was first bought this property and I was doing it up, I must have come back at like, it was like 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night. I swear, it was in the summer, but it was dark outside. See, look at your window right now. It's getting dark. It was a little bit darker than this, yeah, right now, yeah. The kids then was all out at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I was thinking, nah. If I lived there, because it was a Thursday as well, yeah. It was summer holidays, yeah, so obviously they ain't got school the next day. It was Thursday. I was thinking, ain't no way these kids would be out here at fucking 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. They don't even play outside the house no more. Since I've been here, I've seen them outside twice. Like when I say the kids, like there was like a bunch of them all from different roads and that. They don't come out here no more. Yeah, because there's a maniac living on the fucking corner. Everyone on this road, they know me. They don't know my name. They just know that guy with the fucking Jamaican flag hanging out the window. He's a lunatic. Yeah. Anyone disturb my peace and quiet, when I'm a fucking problem. The little boys opposite, they're not allowed to play football out here. I move them along. You're not playing football outside the house, making up noise. Nah. I'm not going to work, paying my mortgage, and then sitting down in my house listening to nonsense. And I'm not tolerating nothing. I'm not tolerating nothing. Right, let's scroll back. Let's scroll back. Man said he's been in tune with my vids in the mornings. Yeah, come on, man. So a guy said when he eats his lunch, he just watches me and then he tells himself he needs to work hard. Yeah. Don't listen to Gary Stevenson about, oh yeah, you know, the system's rigged. In order for you to become rich, you need a rich dad. Don't listen to that bullshit. Don't listen to anybody or anything that takes away your power. Stop listening to Black Lives Matter. Stop listening to Black oppression. Stop listening to all these depression. Stop listening to Gary Stevenson. Stop listening to anything that takes away your power. Because even if I'm lying, and even if I'm making up, even if I'm self-delusional, don't you stand a better chance at success believing that you will be successful? Because I guarantee you, yeah, if you took 100 people who they had self-delusion, yeah, they believe they were going to be successful no matter what. I guarantee those 100 people, more of them would make it further in life than 100 people that believe in depression and the system's rigged against me. And yes, Gary Stevenson is right. 110%. You will have more people on that side who have self-delusion. More of them will make something of themselves as opposed to thinking I'm a piece of shit. 110%. So don't listen to anything or anybody that takes away your power. I don't give a shit. Where would Jay Wise be if I believed in Black oppression? You think I would love to know. I would love to know where I would be in different alternative realities. One where I was, you know, smoking certain substances that I shouldn't be smoking. And another alternative reality where you know, I believe that, you know, because I'm a certain color skin, life is going to be 3 times as hard for me. I would not be sitting on 6 properties. No way. No way. Because I wouldn't believe that I'll be able to do. That's the thing, yeah. If I believe that because I'm a certain color skin, you know, life is going to be harder for me, I wouldn't think it's possible, yeah, to buy 6 properties and that. Yeah, why would I think that? Because no one else around me's got 6 properties. So why would I think I would be the first person if the system is rigged against me? So the guy, so someone was saying, so what are the actual consequences to people if there's no heaven and hell? There's, I mean, in the living realm, you will go to prison if you disobey the law. But past that, there are no consequences for people doing heinous and crazy crimes. And I guarantee you, Jack the Ripper, he's sleeping good. Yeah. I guarantee you, yeah, all them man there, Hitler is sleeping good. Stalin sleeping good. Idi Amin sleeping good. Yeah. Telling you. Mobutu, yeah, of Congo, sleeping good. Yeah. Now in the living room, you know, they could have been brought to justice or whatever and that, but when they're in their pack, 6 foot under, I'm telling you, they're sleeping good, boy. I'm telling you. Finally got that fucking fly, boy. Oh no. TikTok's gonna ban the live. Animal cruelty. Whoops. Someone in the live here said, "Oh, but why would you not let the kids play outside and that they're kids at the end of the day?" No. On this road, there are bungalows, yeah? So there's houses and there are bungalows. These parents of these kids are oblivious. They think because the old people don't complain about the kids playing out till 10 o'clock at night, they think, oh, they're all right with it. They're not all right with it. They just ain't said nothing. People are so dumb. People have no consideration in that. Just because you can do something, that don't mean you should do something. I live here, there's an old woman, literally right there. Yeah. Legally, you're allowed to play loud music until 11 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night. Yeah. I'm not really interested in the actual time. The point is, just because I'm allowed to play loud music until 10 or 11 o'clock at night, that doesn't mean I should be playing loud music throughout the whole entire day. So just because you're allowed to do something, that doesn't mean you should do something. So yeah, just because kids should be allowed to play outside, that doesn't mean that they should be outside making up noise and that. Yeah, you got to have respect for people around you, man. And then I imagine the police turned up and they were trying to argue with me, saying, "Oh, they're just kids and that." But shut the fuck up, man. Shut up, man. You think I'm gonna be sitting in my house listening to kids make up Ross Clark noise? Nah. There's an old man living here. Big up man like Dulce David. Original subscribers. Big up Fling. I hope you're over there enjoying the membership videos and that. I would have uploaded some more membership videos sooner. I didn't know anyone was a part of the membership, and I checked. I'm like, right, there's like 4 people. I'm like, oh shit, I got to feed my guys, man. But trust me, man, sitting on bare reaction videos, and I'm like, oh shoot, man, I got to feed the guys, man. So yeah, but more videos coming. That's not what you thought it was. That sound. When you was doing taekwondo, did you ever think about competing in MMA? Nah. I had some of my taekwondo classmates and that they also did MMA on the side and that, but nah, I never thought about doing MMA. Obviously, the thought has occurred to me of recently and that, but like just just a thought. You know what I mean? And there was no chance of me ever getting in the ring or ever joining an MMA club. Yeah, none of that crap. Yeah, like hey, listen, I'm a man. You see, certain man, they go down on gal. I've never done that. I don't respect guys that go down on chicks. I've never, listen, if Nadia was on the stream, she will tell you, never even got close. Never even got close. Yeah. Obviously, the stupid thought has occurred in my head, just like going around and wanting to blam certain people as well. Yeah. But yeah, listen, never. Yeah, I don't respect guys that do that. Nah, the idiot thing, fam. If you do that, you need to stop. Right, let me see. Music and bikes are the worst. Yeah. There was a video. I'm filming in the morning, 9 in the morning on a Sunday. This jackass comes on his motorbike, 9 in the morning, in neutral, just revving up the motorbike. Well, whilst I was filming the video, I went out there, jammed it on him. Fucking idiot. No respect. Who the hell? Like, it was so bad that they was actually talking about it in the there's like I think a Facebook group or something, because one of the tenants on the estate I used to live on, obviously, most of this, like the estate is like half, I'll say like probably 3/4 owned, but there are still some council property. So I went to one of the flats and one of the tenants said, yeah, I remember because they put it in the Facebook group or whatever. How's a man asking me, did you go out with A1 from the 9? No. Yo, I don't know how old he is, but yo, listen, I'm 32 years old. Yeah. Like, someone must have come under, I think it was this account. Someone must have come under the thing, like, like, who are you? Like, they actually asked me, like, they sent me a DM, like, yo, who are you? I've never heard of you. Blood, I'm 32 years old, blood. Yeah. And when I was on road, I did not go by the name of Jay Wise. Yeah. But man, that's from my generation, on my team, and the other side, they will know about me. Yeah, they will know about me. Ask them. You can ask man from my generation. You can ask Big Up, Free Up Natty. You can ask Simeon from Wood Green. You can ask Tech. You can ask Tion Wayne. You can ask them. Ask them about me. They will tell you he was outside. Tiny 3x3. Yeah, you can ask him about. He knows me. He knows me. Free him up as well. He knows me. These are people from my generation. Now, obviously, Tiny from 3x3, he's a lot younger than me, but he was around when I was about. He's like 5 years younger than me. So when I was 18, he was like 13 or 14. I know him. I know his older sister. His older sister was like best friends with my cousin. But the people from my generation, they will know me. I don't know the new youths coming up. Man's fucking 20 years old. I've never heard of you. And then obviously there are old school guys that, you know, people still talk about Mark Lambie and that. You know what I mean, innit? But I did not go by this name, JY. This is a YouTube thing. I just went by my government name. Yeah. Yeah. You're talking about Aaron Turner? Yeah. Ask Turner about me. He knows me. He knows me. Anyone that's from my generation, they will know me. Ask them. He was outside. So yeah, I don't know who yeah, I don't know A1 from the nine because he's a lot younger than me. I don't know how old he is. I think he's like 22 or max 25 or something. I don't know, but yeah. Joke. I say I definitely shout JOS whenever I see T. I said obsessed with lambs. No, what I'm saying is obviously I've mentioned him in a couple videos and that because yo, he's a legend. Yeah. Yo, listen, I see a video, yeah, of my man, yeah, Lamps from Wood Green. Yo, there was a video where he's talking about his OJ profile, yeah. So it was like I think it's called SJ versus Lamps. Yeah, you can go and watch it on YouTube. Yo, let me tell you something about this guy, yeah. They will go in through the list of everyone that he poked up. Let me say something. This list went on and on and on. They were naming all the people that he poked up, yeah. The list went on and on and on and on. I'm like, yo, this guy's gonna run out of people to stab. Yeah. So yeah, me, I respect people that put in work. Yeah. I respect high level people, yeah. There's a video. Did I upload it? I got it on my phone of like Real Madrid versus Barcelona. They had so many legends on that pitch. Messi, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Eto. Fuck, it was it Sergio, whatever it is, I can't remember his name. They had Zidane on the pitch, David Beckham on the pitch. They had so many, Rivaldo on the pitch. They had so many legends. Yeah, man, respect. High level talent. Yeah, people that are high level. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Someone said, "Do you think we have power outages?" I don't know. What's going on with that? Do you know what? Yeah, so someone's asking me, "Oh, who's winning? 100 versus one gorilla?" Yo, you don't need to listen to Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate said, "Why are broke people? Why do you not have time to be debating over 100 versus one?" Now I'm gonna add a bit to that. It doesn't matter whether 100 will beat one or one will beat 100. When your head hits the pillow, you're still gonna be broke in the fucking morning. So you can waste your time doing a 2 hour live stream about 100 versus one. You're still gonna be broke, rude boy. Yeah. But I'm sure 100 men will be able to destroy a gorilla. Come on, come on, man. I don't give a damn. Yeah, you're talking about, oh yeah, we can tear limb from limb. All right, we're gonna tear some people from limb from limb. But eventually, motherfucker, yeah, 100 men. And then people are talking about, that's like comparing one man to 100 babies. And no, it's not, because babies are not capable of doing any damage. Yeah. Men are at least capable. Listen, you can gouge someone's eyes out. Yeah, they can fucking gouge the gorilla's eyes out and shit like that. That's it. Just gouge the gorilla's eyes out. Yeah. See what he does. Yeah. Man, grab his things and rip it off. Yeah. Yeah. Beat your chest with it and shit like that. Hundred men versus a gorilla, it ain't gonna win. Bro, I don't give a fuck, man. Man are winning that. Some Jamaicans say if you're 30 you don't have a picnic, you don't like girls. I mean, I don't really care what any Jamaicans got to say because most of them, 99.9% of them are broke, and I would not want to be like them. So I'm not really interested in anyone who is broke's opinion. I'm just not. I'm just not. When I go onto the Shade Borough and I see people's comments in the comment section, like people's opinions in the comment section, yo, you lot are all social housing dwelling occupants. Shut up. You're broke. You work some shit job for the local council. You're never going to own multiple properties, and you're just stuck in the cycle of brokenness. I'm not interested in your opinion. You have a mind of being a victim. You feel like because of the color of your skin, life is harder for you. I'm not interested in your opinion. So I don't care what any Jamaican has got to say, to be fair. Yeah, I love being Jamaican. I would never want to be from anywhere else. But at the same time, I don't give a damn about what no Jamaican's got to say. Not interested. Because most man from my country, whether they're born here or born over there, they're fucking waste man. That's it. What are us Jamaicans known for? What contribution do we bring to society as Jamaicans? Whether they're born over there and come over here, or born here, what do us Jamaicans bring to society? What do we contribute? I'm waiting. And okay, let's say you can't think of anything that we contribute. What would happen to the economy? What would happen to Britain if all Jamaicans were extradited? Yeah, if all Jamaicans were told to leave, whether you're born here or born over there and you came over here, anyone that claims to be Jamaican, you have to leave. What would happen to England? Nothing. Nothing. The place would run exactly the same. Business 101 says if you have an employee that if they didn't turn up to work for a month or 2 months and you wouldn't be able to see any changes, get rid of them. They're a waste of fucking time. That's why Haringey Council got rid of my black ass. Yeah? That's why they got rid of me. Because I wasn't providing no value to Homes Haringey. Whereas at this company, I provide value. So Jamaicans, we don't provide no value to Britain whatsoever. As opposed to Asian people. Let me tell you something right now, yeah? Asian people, they provide the most value to Britain out of every minority or... Do you know what? Asian people provide so much value to Britain that even the English native people, they could leave. They could go to Spain. They could read their Sunday newspaper in fucking Tenerife, and have their full English. Asian people provide so much value to the UK that they could be left and this country would run fine, you know. We would still have doctors. We would still have lawyers. We would still have petrol stations. I did think to myself, like, what about the construction industry? That we might be lacking. No, the Sikh man, them. Yeah, big up the Sikh man, them. They got the construction industry pattern. Yeah, them man, they do building work. Yeah. You can find some Sikh builders. Yeah. I know the Sikh man, them are really integrated into the construction world of Britain because they don't even need to have helmets. They don't need to wear hard hats because obviously I've worked at a lot of construction sites and you know they will give you questionnaires, and you'll have like little health and safety talks and that. And they said the only community of people that don't need to wear hard hats or even helmets for riding motorbikes is Sikh people, because their hair is wrapped up so thick and dense that acts as armor. So this country will run smoothly, yeah, if Asian people, so that means man from India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, yeah, if they were left here and everyone left, this country will still be running the same, still be running the same, exactly the same. We've got teachers. Well, I said, well, sorry, they got teachers, still be running exactly the same. As opposed to people that look like me, this country would be better off without us. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. The crime rate will go down. Do you know what? There will be less work for the police. They would have to listen, if people that look like me left this country, they would have to lay police officers off, because they'll be sitting around scratching around because there's nothing for them to do. And I know they got work to do. When I go to Wood Green, so a couple of times, yeah, I've got back to Edmonton early enough to get on my motorbike and go for a ride on the ends on a Friday, yeah? Because that's when I go back down to Edmonton, yeah? And one time, I happened to go through Wood Green. So I was outside the Hollywood Cinema. Yo, bare police officers and that. Do you know why? Because there's a bunch of black school kids. They're having to deploy police because our kids don't know how to behave themselves. And I remember being at Edmonton Green. I went to Winchmore School. At Edmonton Green, you could find girls from, let's say, St. Anne's, not really Enfield County, but you will find youths from St. Ignatius, youths from Howard, youths from Salisbury and that, Enfield Grammar, all different schools and that, but we're all from Edmonton, yeah? There was police community officers there. I know, I remember, because when I was there 15, 16 years old as a school kid and that, they knew my name and that. And I remember being 21, 22, qualified as an electrician at Holmes Haringey, right on the corner of, well, it basically where Turnpike Lane meets Green Lanes. A police officer was walking. I looked at him and I said, I remember you. He pulled his hand out and he said, Jelani Knight, and he shook my hand. The guy still remember my first fucking name. This was like 6, 7 years. I ain't seen him for 6, 7 years. The man remember my full name. He used to be a community officer. He graduated and become a proper police officer. And then, I don't know, probably working around Wood Green and Green Lanes and Turnpike Lane and that. So, yeah. Anyway, Asian people, they provide the most value in this country. If all Asian people left, yo, we would be in problems in this country. We would be in problems. When was the last time you saw a white English doctor? How often do you see white English doctors? I'm waiting. a man quoted me. I used to chat to a man. I don't chat to him no more. Yeah, for real. J-Wise, you don't think the Ringwash was a good thing? Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, you see that generation there. Yeah, fine. Yeah. But their kids, they provide no value. They provide no value. Yeah, I mean, you're saying, oh, there's a few Jamaican nurses. I mean, a few don't cut it. Yeah. There's plenty of Asian nurses that could cover for them. Man said breeding. Yeah, that's it. Breeding. Yeah. What do you mean? What do I think are Africans? Africans, isn't it? Would you ever put your mom in a care home or take care of yourself? It depends. If my mom is becoming a problem and she's a liability, then she's gonna have to go into a care home, because if she hasn't put in the work throughout her youth when she was healthy, well, that's your own problem. It's as simple as that. I'm not. Do you know why I think like this? Because I'm not relying on my children to take care of me. Simple as that. Was Busy Block OJ? Do you know what? I heard, obviously, every gang, every block's gonna have one or two man that's on smoke. But I mean, I never encountered Busy Block myself. Yeah, because they were just too far away. I mean, I don't know, innit? You know, they were making up a little bit of noise and that, but I don't know. You know, sometimes just because you have not heard no stories, that don't mean that they weren't on smoke. You know what I mean? But me personally, I don't think they were any, but I don't know. I never encountered them. I never heard any stories as well. But like I say, just because I ain't heard no stories, that don't mean that they weren't on smoke. But yeah, yeah, I just don't know. The Tottenham man really did embrace them though, because they were having quite a few Busy Block youths in their videos. There's one white youth, I think he's like Greek Cypriot or something, Mr. A. He had a video. It was a big Tottenham video. Had all the big names in it. Every Tottenham man from my generation, yeah, all of them. Bin, Rayman, Natty from Farm, all the names, all the big names, they were all in that video. Yeah, and if they weren't in that video, their name got called out. Yeah, and even some of them Busy Block man were in the video as well. So, but I don't know. I don't know about Busy Block, innit? I mean, just like I don't know about Wolverstone man, but I know Wolverstone man are on this. So yeah, they could have been. You teach right from wrong. So, do you know Froggy from Beckton? Nah, I don't know Beckton. All I know is Beckton is E6. That's it. That's all I know. That's the postcode. How much do you earn from these lives? I mean, I don't earn nothing from these lives directly. Oh, did I put it on? Yeah, it's on the monetization. Yeah. I don't earn anything from these lives directly. Like every now and then someone might do a super chat, but obviously these videos, I cut them up and put them on TikTok, and then they earn me money. And they go on YouTube, which earns me money as well. So that's where the money comes from. Man said Hackney versus Tottenham beef. I mean, obviously the Hackney and Tottenham beef was people that were older than me. So people who are currently around like their 40s and that. My generation, there weren't no real Hackney and Tottenham beef. No, but they weren't no Hackney and Tottenham beef like that. Because I even remember seeing that one video where some Broadwater Farm youths done a link up with some, I think, Mother Square youths and that. So yeah, there was no beef between Hackney and Tottenham in my generation. So, but obviously, and obviously now, I don't think that's going on and that. What is the most you've ever earned on social media? Not much. I think I got one TikTok payout that was like I think £125. That was the first month, and I got banned within 2 weeks. Got banned within 2 weeks, and I had to wait 30 days. Yo, that was the longest 30 days of my life. Yeah. Because they basically they kick you out of the program, the creator program, and then you have to reapply after 30 days. Yo, I'm up north, wondering if I can call for some advice. What do you mean call for some advice? You could book a mentoring session if you want. So yeah, I mean, the more I earn much. Put it this way, I couldn't quit my job from social media, so. If you want to book a mentoring session, then just send me a DM either on whatever account you're viewing from or Instagram. And we'll take it from there. You won't be disappointed. I had a mentoring session with a young guy, well, a younger guy. He's going to start a podcast. He wants to invite me on his podcast. So that just tells me that the mentoring session was not shit. Yeah? Because if you had a mentoring session with someone and their mentoring session was shit and you felt like you wasted your £60, that's the last time you'd ever contact them. You ain't going to invite them onto my fucking podcast. How did you leave your bad habits behind? Unfortunately, I can't really give you any guidance on leaving bad habits behind because I've never had no bad habits. That's it. So I've never been anyone to indulge in any substances, not drinking too much, none of that. I never drank alcohol in my life. Never been drunk. Never drank alcohol in my life, you know. Good Christian boy right here. Huh? What's better, becoming an accountant or electrician? There's more, I believe there's more work out there for electricians. You can find a job being an electrician easily. You can get fired today and hired in a couple of days as an electrician. There's always construction sites hiring. Now, it ain't gonna be no long-term work. It might be for 6 weeks, but hey, if you know you can get fired from a job or let go from a job, and then you can find one in a week and work for another 6, 7, 10 weeks and that, until you find another full-time job. Yeah, so there's more work for electricians. In your life, you will need an electrician more than you will need an accountant. There's people that go their whole entire life, their whole entire working life, 45 years, 50 years working, never use an accountant. But in that 45, 50 years that they've worked, they've had to have an electrician out, just at least one time for their house. Power cut, things tripping, things not working. Oh. Right. So this is a good one. If you met a girl who ticked off your boxes but had a bad habit like vaping, would you compromise? Yeah. Obviously, you lot can imagine, I'm like zero tolerance, disqualification, fuck off, that sort of person. Yes or no? Like, I'm not tolerating no bad behavior from anybody. I'm not tolerating no disrespect. But if I met a girl and she smoked cigarette or vaping, that's got to stop. Yeah. If she buns, I don't know. I feel like dropping that habit is much more difficult than just smoking. I don't know why. I don't know. I just feel like you're gonna have a tougher battle with the thing. And do you know what? Like, bro, I don't even want to be around no pothead girl. Like that, like, yo, you bun weed. You meet up with a guy and he passes you a bag with some grub. Bro, nah. I don't want the weed, man. I don't want a girl that knows a weed, man. That's trash. So it goes beyond the actual bad habit itself. It's like, yo, you interacted, you purchase illegal substances. You are negatively contributing to society. Yeah? You are as much as the problem as the flipping dealer. Because if dealers ran out of people to sell to, well, they wouldn't be a dealer. So it goes deeper than just a little, you know, getting what do you call it? Getting a little higher now. But yeah, if a girl vaped or was it doing this stupid electric heat things or whatever, yeah, I'll compromise on that. Yeah, definitely. It's got to stop. When I say compromise, you're gonna stop it soon. I'm not just gonna be sitting down with you and nah, fuck that bullshit. Yeah, fuck that bullshit. But yeah, I wouldn't just completely disqualify a girl just because she smokes, does vaping or whatever. Nah, but that's got to stop. Now, there's no way Nadia will be able to smoke or do vaping. No, that's not happening. No way. If put it this way, if Nadia said, "Right, I'm gonna start smoking cigarettes or start burning weed or start vaping," bye. See you. See you later. What did the Terminator say? Hasta la vista, baby. Yeah, yeah. Bye. Yeah. Bro, I've got two people asking about Nadia. You know, one person here, one person there. Yeah, 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 yeah. She's not here. She's with her friend. But yeah. What do you think about cars? I like to switch cars every year or so I don't lose out on the car. Oh, okay. So yeah, retaining the value within the car. I mean, yeah, it's up to you if you want to do that. I mean, I'm not into cars like that. But to be fair, yeah, you know what? Yesterday when I was getting my dinner, went to one Turkish restaurant. There was a guy in a McLaren. Yeah, I don't know what McLaren it was. I was like, yo, well, that's what man need to be driving. Yo, I need to be driving something wild. There's me thinking the fucking McLaren is worth like 200 grand. Yo, you can get a McLaren for like 90 grand. Now, obviously, you don't want to just pull out 90 grand in cash and buy it. Like, you know, probably would finance it for 2 grand. 'Cause I was looking at it, like you can finance them for 2 grand a month. I mean, I could afford that right now. I'm not doing that nonsense. I'm not paying 2 grand a month for a fucking car. But yeah, I was thinking, sorry, what I was actually thinking was you gotta get rich as soon as possible, man. I mean, it's all well and good being wealthy and successful and that when you're like 50, 60 years old, and that's better late than never in it. But what I'm saying is like, yo, you don't want to be in a McLaren when you're 50, when you could be in a McLaren when you're 30 or 35. You know what I mean? Sports hypercars are for young boys, not old man. Yeah. And he was an older guy. He was like 55, 60 years old or something like that. And I was just thinking, like, yo, man, the time is now, man. Man need to get them cars there ASAP, man. Not fucking having to wait for 50, 60 years old to build up. Drive a McLaren, man. Do you still chat to your parents? Yeah, yeah, yeah. How do you find decent builders, sources? I mean, if you don't know anyone, then maybe just go through recommendation and that, like someone that you know has had some work done, read reviews. And obviously, me personally, I had to do all the work myself. So yeah, I don't look for builders or anything like that. But let's say, like, I don't know, on let's say I need a boiler changed. I mean, I've got a personal gas engineer, he does all my stuff and that. But you can go on the Gas Safe website and then just have about 3 or 4 people give you quotes and just go with whatever one you think. Jay, what do you think of buying a storage unit? What do you mean, like renting a storage unit? Because I used to have, I think I had two. So I had two, and there was one vending machine in each of them. Put the heating on. It's getting a bit cold. How much is your book? Just see it pinned on your account. So it's £20 for the hardback copy, and I think on Amazon it's £10 for the ebook. So whatever you want. But yeah, in this video, when the guy was talking about the McLaren, he was saying that, like, obviously you can buy a McLaren that's cheaper than 80 grand, but never buy a McLaren for less than 80 grand because there's probably something wrong with it. But yeah, I thought McLarens were like 300 grand. Now, obviously, you can buy a McLaren that's 300 grand, brand new, obviously. But you can get a nice McLaren that look like, you get me, like it just looks like a hypercar. And yo, it's only 80, 90 grand. Yeah, it's not that much. It's not as much as I thought it was gonna be. Like, I was looking at the car thinking, like, yo, man, I need to get money to be able to buy one of those, man. I'm gonna have to, you know, get bare money to buy. I'm like, yo, man, I can afford that now. It's just I'll be pushing, just going out my way. And yo, 100 grand car, I could afford a 100 grand car, not in cash, but I could finance it, I could run it, but I would just be stretching myself, man. Like, what, just for the sake of driving a nice McLaren, rev the engine, fucking blow out half a tank of fuel on that. Right, so J0595 said, do you think it's a good idea to put my name on my mom's mortgage? The problem is, yeah, let's say, I don't know, you know, you and your mom fall out and that, yeah? Are you going to be able to, you know, have a piece of that pie when that property gets sold? So it just depends. If I was you, you should just go and buy your own property. Everyone should just be doing their own thing. Don't be going in no partnership, joint ownership, co-ownership. Just do your own thing. Yeah, man, just do your own thing, man. Why does this thing keep timing out, thinking that I'm inactive? Because I'm not touching the screen or something. Yeah, she lives in London, so you want to keep the house. How long is left on the mortgage? Oh, hold on. She said, no, I won't. I definitely won't fall out with my mum. I've already got my own property. She lives in London. I want to keep the house. So is her place like a council house that she bought? Like 7 years interest free? You mean, so 7 years left on the mortgage? Yeah, I mean, yeah, why not? Yeah, ex-council board. Yeah, why not? If it's 70, yeah. And let's say, so as long as there's some information or whatever in that, yeah, that you can put down that, yeah, once the property is sold, you can get a bit of it. Because if you're contributing to the mortgage and that, remember, you're taking on a liability. If you put your name on the mortgage and the mortgage don't get paid, yeah, you're going to be held accountable. So as long as, you know, when you put your name on it, like, you know, when the property is down to be sold, no, you won't be contributing. Yeah, obviously, the only thing is you're going to be held liable if the mortgage don't get paid. That's the only thing. But yeah, if not, yeah, why not? Yeah, if you can rely on your mom to pay the mortgage and that, then yeah, why not? Because at the end of the day, it's your mom's house, so you're the next person in line. Yeah. You know, if I have a child and something happens to me, they're the next ones. They're the beneficiaries. So okay, so she's old. She won't get another mortgage. So how old are you, and then how old is your mom? 24. I run my own letting agency managing 54 properties. I have one of my own. When should I aim to get my number, my two? ASAP. If you're running that much properties in there, you should have good money coming in, man. You should be buying another property, man. You're 32 and your mom's 64. Oh, your mom's not that old. Jesus Christ. Shit, that means that when I have, because I'm 32, so if I have a youth now, when my youth is my age, I'm going to be 64. But I need to drop a youth ASAP. Shit. Yeah, I am not getting to 40 years old and not having no fucking youth. No way. You just had a baby, yeah? Is it your first baby or you got more? I said 32 is old, you know. Yeah, I know, man. Oh, okay, you had your first, yeah. You said your favorite car is a Nissan, what, a GTR, yeah? Yeah, I do like the Nissan GTRs, but I probably would never buy it because there's so many other cars I prefer to buy than the Nissan GTR. But let's say I was some rich motherfucker that had 10 cars, a GTR would be one of them. But if I'm limiting my car collection to like 2, then GTR will never be in. 40 years old and just having a ute ain't the 1G. Why not? Why is it a bad thing just having a ute at 40 years old? Explain. What was it like coming out of prison? It was a good experience, boy. I remember it like it was yesterday. Yeah, I think I put my name on it. 166,000 left, and it's in North London. I'll take advantage now. Yeah. Do that, man. Granddad and Ricky E when your youth's growing up. Yeah. But what's the alternative? Have a youth when you're really young and healthy and poor? What was your first move for your hustle? Would you mean what? The property thing? What do you mean? I say, yo, you need to have a son quick. Yeah. It says R9 has joined. How can you have joined both of them? But to be fair, he's probably the last person. Yeah. If you don't want to get married, but you want to have kids, yeah. So a man said, coming out of prison with nothing, what made you get to where you are now? Yeah, just remember, yeah, like I came out of prison when I was 18 in 2011. So I was young. you know, I didn't just come out of prison 3 years ago when I was 29. So, you know, I came out of prison and then got myself an apprenticeship, and I just stayed focused. I didn't do, when I was in my 20s, I didn't do what everyone else did. No lads holidays, no drinking too much. I mean, I never drank at all. Never doing, indulging in substances that you shouldn't be indulging in, and that. None of that rubbish. So yeah, I just stayed focused, saved my money. I wasn't a sheep. You know, I didn't buy into the flashy lifestyle. I didn't care what celebrities were doing. I wasn't on Instagram feeling a certain way because my life didn't mirror those on Instagram. And yeah, just saved £1,000 a month for the first 3 years. Bought a house up in Northampton, which is the first house that I ever, like, obviously you used to see me do the live streams and that in. And that's it. And then obviously over the last few years, it's been a snowball effect. I was literally saying it in a reaction video that I'd done just before this live stream. And in 2023, December, I completed on my flat that's opposite my other flat. And then 4 months later, I bought this house. Yeah. And then the 31st of March, which just went, so less than a month ago, obviously I bought another house that's 5-minute drive. Well, it's no, my other house. So my latest purchase is next to my old house. It's next door. I don't know if you lot have seen that video, but yeah, made a couple videos about it. But yeah, so my first house and my sixth, so my first property and my sixth property are next to each other, side by side, next door neighbors, basically. So I'm just currently painting downstairs in the living room and the dining room because the guy that had the property was smoking in there and it kind of stank a bit. It's awful. The walls are looking a little bit yellow. Let me repaint it. So that's what I'm doing. Man said, can you afford a child? Yeah. A child's not going to cost that much money. A child would probably cost me extra £300. Bro, listen, the amount of money I've got coming in, I wouldn't even notice £300. Honestly. I said, bro, I got rid of the Dior's and the Merc. Yeah, man, forget the flipping the Mercedes and the Dior's, man. But yeah, man, I'll easily be able to afford a child, man, no problem. But yeah, I'll be coming off in 15 minutes, man. I just like to do these weekly lives, man. In my industry, I need to look the part. Do you think it's worth getting a decent car? Also, no finance, by the way. I mean, it's up to you, man. Like, look, I went and viewed a property one time. I don't know, about 4 months, 3 months ago or something like that. Yeah, when I was in the process of buying this most recent purchase, because the vendor was fucking about. And I've seen the Ute a couple times. He's from the same estate agents, and obviously they got a variety of properties, obviously, that they're selling. And every time I've seen him, he's always been there before me. So I must have arrived at this property and that, and he said, "Yeah, I'm coming now." I don't know. Maybe it was 5 minutes there, or maybe it was 5 minutes early. I don't know. And he said, "Yeah, you'll see me pull up." And I said, "Well, what car you got?" Yeah, so I can look out for his car because basically it was kind of hard to find the property. and he said he's got a white Mercedes. Now he pulled up in it looked almost like brand new white C-Class Mercedes. It was nice. I was like, yeah, nice. But I didn't buy the property off him because he had a nice fucking Mercedes. Listen, I wouldn't give a shit if the estate agent turned up on a skateboard. Yeah, that's not gonna make me buy the property or rent a property. So, do you need to listen? A chick must have pulled up the other day. So on my road that I'm living on now, there's a house that's become vacant. Yeah, so they're letting it out. This chick's pulled up in some BMW. Had a couple people come over to view the property. No one's moved in. They've got the light on the inside so that burglars think that they're in. What? They got the light on in the inside, in the toilet downstairs. Who the fuck's in the toilet with the light on downstairs at 4 in the morning? Don't people think that burglars have evolved over the years, blood? Come on, man. But anyway, no one's rented out this property yet, to my knowledge. And that girl pulled up in a nice, I didn't check the plate, but it was a nice BMW. No one gives a shit, man. Now, if you pull up in a Bentley, then yeah, I mean, you know, their perception of you is going to go up, but I don't think they're going to want to do business with you just because you pulled up in a Bentley. Do they like the property or not? My first house that I bought, the guy was driving a Lexus, a Black Hue. The second property that I bought, I don't even know, like the woman, Joe, she was just driving it was a car I wouldn't even remember, yeah? Then the third property I bought, I can't remember the estate agent's car. The fourth property I bought, obviously, I bought that was a private sale between me and the vendor, no estate agents. Then this house here, I think the estate agent was driving like a BMW 1 Series. I vaguely remember him parking up the road on the curb, and I'm sure he had a white BMW 1 Series. It could have been black. It was definitely a BMW 1 Series. And then the most recent purchase, my 6th property, I bought that off of the vendor direct, no estate agents. The guy was driving a Nissan Micra. You think I gave a fuck about what car he drove? I didn't even go in the property to view the property. I've been in there before because I ran up on my neighbors and I smacked up 3 of them in the yard. That was before he bought it though. So I didn't smack him up. The people that lived there before, I ran up on him. Brought them up. Brought them up. You don't want to live next to me, mate. But yeah, I didn't give a damn like, oh, what car is my neighbor driving because I don't want to buy that. Gives a shit, man. Just buy a nice, just make sure the car just looks clean. Even if you're driving a Honda Civic, as long as it's in good condition, no one gives a shit, man. I mean, you say you look like you're gonna fail your plumbing level 2. I'm behind. Should I retake it in September? Yeah, worst case scenario. But why can't listen? Get off YouTube and stop watching me. So this is the thing, yeah. So a guy is in the chat saying he feels like he's gonna fail his plumbing level 2. He's behind. Should he retake in September or not? Yo, you shouldn't even have time to watch me. I know I say don't even look at my face, just listen. You ain't even got time for that. Yeah, listen to the papers, the pages in your book turning. That's what you need to be listening to. So get off YouTube and stop watching me temporarily. Yeah. Jay, how do you deal with bullies? You got to stick it on them. Boy, listen. I'm prepared to fight. That's it. Prepared to fight. But my clients are wealthy individuals like yourself. I mean, I ain't wealthy. I'm well-to-do. I know I don't look it. I know I don't come across, but oh, would an agent's car sway to manage your props? Yeah, I guess so. obviously, if a man turns up in a nice car, you can think, oh, you know, they're doing well and that. But at the same time, oh, me personally, I'm not rating no one just because they got a nice car. And I'm not gonna think, oh yeah, man, they're a better, you know, estate agent because they drive a nice car. Now maybe one can think, oh, well, you know, every tenant pays their rent on time, so that's why they're getting paid good money, and that's why they're able to buy a nice car. So this person said they messaged me about, oh, rent to a service accommodation. I didn't respond now. Yeah, I mean, you can try it, man. You know, what have you got to lose? So you're gonna rent off a landlord to then do like Airbnb or Booking.com. Yeah, I mean, why not? Try it, innit? As long as you ain't tied in for no mad contracts and that. You need to look at and see how much profit there is in it. Someone said, "Are you watching the football?" No, I don't watch football. Yeah, I'm coming off in 5-10 minutes. Quick shower and then go to bed. Talking about showering. Do you know how many people don't have a wash in the morning? So do you know what? Yeah, there's actually people. This is what they do. Yeah, they shower before they go bed, and then they wake up and go to work. Because I used to speak to over the years, I've heard certain people say, "Yeah, I can get up and be out of the house within 10 minutes." Now, a lot of people look like this that say that. Yeah, I think to myself, hold on a minute. Who the hell can get up and get out of the house in even if it's 20 minutes? Yo, my shower is 15 minutes. Yeah. I take about 5 minutes to brush my fucking teeth as well. Everything is slow with me. I think myself, hold on a minute. And then I talked to a couple other people and they say, like, yeah, most people they shower before they go to bed and then they wake up and then they go to work. And I thought, what? No, I'm showering before I go to fucking work. Yeah? What the hell, man? Jay, when was the last time you made 10K a month? Oh, to be fair, my wage has actually gone down because I'm doing less jobs. They give me less work. So my days are a lot easier. But yeah, I mean, let's say, I don't know, maybe January, February, and maybe December, January, February, I made around that. Because obviously the 10K a month is not just from work. I include the money from properties as well. So big up Ms528 with the £1 super chat. Come on. But yeah, no, I don't watch football, so I won't be watching Arsenal versus PSG anyway. Would you let your girl go on a party holiday with their friends? You see, most men will say, no, 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 no. Blood, if all it takes is for your girl to be in another country for her to sleep around, then you're just prolonging the inevitable by hiding her away. I mean, don't get it twisted, you ain't going on fucking party holiday 3 times a year and shit like that. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to have the situation pop up and that. But you know what? You're like, yo, when your girl's committed to you, she don't even want to be doing things that single girls do anyway. But yeah, so yeah, no, I'm not watching the football anyway. But yeah, don't let your girl have no male friends though. Because Andrew Tate was saying it in one of his videos, and that he said a girl that he was talking to was trying to argue with him about, having male friends is cool. Like, there's nothing wrong with having male friends. And he went on to say, well, your mum is married to your father, right? She was like, yeah. Does your mum have male friends? And you man in the chat right now, how many of you man's mums that are in a relationship, how many of you man's mums have a male friend? Because my mum don't have no male friends. No. The only males that my mum could call, and the only males that my mum's sort of friendly with, is my stepdad's people. My mum don't need no male friends. If my mom wants to, interact with other men, my mum will have to wait until my stepdad's friends come over. Yeah. Like, as a man, you don't need no female friends. I don't listen. I don't have no female. I don't need no female friends. I've got my girl, I've got my mum, and I've got my little baby sister, and she's 13. That's a variety of different feminine energy. Yeah. Obviously, my girl, so there's a certain feminine energy I'm gonna get from her. You know, I get to be the big brother, yeah, with my little sister. And then I get to be my mum's little boy. So yeah, I get to experience a variety of different feminine energy. I don't need no fucking female friend. What do I need a female friend for? I mean, I'm a Jamaican. I've got plenty family members. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. If I was still chatting to bare people and that, like, I got bare girl cousins that I could have spoke to and that. I don't give a shit, man. Yeah, don't give a shit, man. A man said, "We see your IG following is mad." Yeah. We'll be making some adjustments to that soon, boy. Listen, they need support. Yeah. Someone dared me to follow a bunch of. You get me? Jay, go on more podcasts. Yeah, when they come up. I had an argument with a woman saying it's okay to be married and go clubbing thoughts. Listen, like, nah, she shouldn't be going clubbing. If your girlfriend wants to go to the club with her girlies once a year, blah, but she's out like every few months and that, nah, that's not fucking happening. Because she should rather want to spend the time with you than fucking. What you want to be in a club with a bunch of drunk people anyway? Yeah, man, coming off in 1 minute. Coming off in 1 minute. I'm tired. Yeah, see, this guy said, yeah, he would find it impossible to have female friends, especially if she's beautiful. Either way, we get it cracking or we part ways. Yeah, man, you're just teasing you, so you're just gonna be there lying in wait. Fuck that bullshit, man. Listen, I'm a man. I take action. I don't wait around for nothing. Yeah, I'm slow when it comes to certain things, but other things I know. No, I'm not waiting around. I'm not having no patience waiting for this girl to one day when she's got through dating all the jackasses and the assholes that bang her and toss her to the side of the road, then maybe my dumb self will pick up the man. Fuck that, boy. I ain't hanging around for nothing. Girl can have male friends when you ain't there to protect her. Listen, the police can protect my girl when I'm not fucking there, yeah? About male friends to protect her. Listen, England is a safe place, you know. Don't you just see women walking the streets? I mean, yeah, it's not safe, but it's safe at the same time, yeah? Women are okay to just walk the streets, yeah? But talking about, oh yeah, the male friends. Yo, that's the excuse that the chick. Listen, you shouldn't be saying that as a man, you know. That's what the fucking chick will be saying as an excuse. Oh, they're just there to protect me when you're not there. Women don't need protection like that. We ain't living in no mad countries, yeah? As long as a girl's got 2, 3 of her friends around, that's enough protection. Yeah. It's very simple. It's very easy to keep safe in this country. Just don't walk the streets alone. And don't go in dark alleyways and dark parks alone. It's very simple as a woman to keep safe. Always be in a public, well-lit place. Very simple. How's Northampton? Fuck Northampton. Letting another man protect your girl is mad. So someone said this shoot kisses up to Tate, you tripping. See, when you agree with Andrew Tate, now you're an ass kisser. Why? Because you don't like Andrew Tate? Like he gives out bad advice. Yo, you're better off listening to him than fucking Gary Stevenson, yeah? Is your book on Amazon? Yeah, ebook is on Amazon, hardback is on eBay. The hardback is £20 and the ebook is £10. To be fair, I should really increase the price on that because inflation's gone. The pound is weaker now, so should increase it to compensate for that. But what's rope access? What on Patreon? I ain't got a fucking clue. If you're referring to Patreon, I ain't got a fucking clue what that is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you want to cop the book to support, that's up to you, but you should cop the book just to generally read it. Don't worry about supporting me. I support myself. If you want to support me, just share my videos, yeah? Send them to your friends and whatnot. Yeah, I don't need the £20, £10 on that. But yeah, it's up to you, innit? Jay, what's your opinion on mortgage length? I'm looking to get one. Would you do 20, 25, or 30 years? I mean, I would always do the longest. I mean, you can get 40 years if you're young enough. I think you can go up to 70 years old, max age, depends on your work environment. And yeah, your max term can be 40. So if you're 20 years old, your max term is 40, although you can get a mortgage up to your 70. Yeah. So it's 40 years is the max term. So if you're 20, you can't get a 50-year mortgage until you're 70 years old now. But you can get a 40-year mortgage. That's the max term. Gay friends are fine or just gonna make sure first? Nah, man. Nah, man. You don't need no gay friends, bro. Bro, where do you finance? Where do you raise finance from when you're doing development projects? I mean, obviously, I got the money myself, and I don't have to pay for labor and that. But you can get like a bridging loan and that. JY saying no males, full stop. Yeah. Why doesn't your missus have a dad that she can get some male, you know, fatherly attention from? Why doesn't she have brothers or male cousins? She don't need no fucking male friends. You can be cool with your work colleagues, but that's it. Yeah. Look at this joker. Yo, send me Nadia's phone number. I need a mortgage broker. Yeah, you're funny. You see the fucking video. You see the video that I posted about no one. Don't ask you for Nadia's number. Man's from Edmonton too. What? Tramway Avenue, yeah? You live Tramway Avenue, rude boy. I know that road still. Going up the Hartford Road towards Ponders End on the right-hand side. I think it's a one-way road though. Man say, so this what bad girl MG said, y'all insecure. No, it's not insecure. See, that's how girls try to shame the man them. It's not about being insecure. Question. So this bad girl, yeah? If you had a man and he had a female friend that looked like Maya Mills or Maya Jama or Tennessee or Amira Dime, you're trying to tell me you would feel comfortable with that girl with your boyfriend, yeah, being his friend? See, fuck no. See, you just proved my own logic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's worse with the man them because the man them just want to smash as well. Imagine I had no gender. Yeah, I mean that's a common thing nowadays, isn't it? Yeah, use it gender fluid or whatever crap nonsense. So just imagine, pretend, yeah, I'm going to be unbiased. I'm going to sit on the fence. It's probably more safer for the guy to have female friends as opposed to the female to have guy friends. Yeah, because let's even take it to some extremes. If the friends wanted to turn into crazy maniac mode and want to violate, well, a woman can't really violate a man. Yeah. So that's number one. Yeah. So that's why it's safer for a man to have female friends as opposed to a female to have male friends. And, you know, men will just want to smash just for the sake of smashing and that. Like, listen, man, if the female friend, no guy is going to have a female friend that likes him but he don't like her and she's just gonna hang around. She will just keep it moving, man. Now, in the history of the world, does that happen? Obviously, innit? But no. You already cut off bare girlfriends he had before me. Yeah. Why does he need to have female friends? I don't know how soon or how long you've been in the stream, but he's got you, he's got his mum, he's probably got a sister. That's all he needs. Was he need fucking listen? You should be too. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. First and foremost, you should be too busy for friends. Period. You think I've got time to go and sit at my friend's house and talk shit? I've got too much going on. How am I gonna cut up all my videos and that? All man want to talk about is what was happening in the past, chatting about, oh, was this guy getting girls in the past? You shouldn't have time to be having all these friends and that. Yeah, your friends should be begging for your time. Your friends should need to schedule a link up, and that could just be, you go into your brethren's yard or whatever, and it not have to be going out and doing anything. But yo, a link up needs to be scheduled and that. You got a lot of time for friends. You're probably not doing enough. You think Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, or Donald Trump, or Alan Sugar got time when they were grinding, building up their team to be around their brethren's yard, just hanging around, getting extra comfortable on that sofa at 10 p.m. and that? Nah, man. Right, let me say answer. Rewrite your question. Yeah, retype your question because I can't move to go all the way up. So retype your question and I'm coming off. I've been saying that for the last 10 minutes. What's your hobbies? Doing this. This is a hobby. I love doing social media. And obviously motorbike riding. That's a hobby for me. It was taekwondo as well. You know, when I was living at my mum's house in Edmonton and that. I haven't retired my black belt. I've just been on long, extended break. Money, bro. How much is good for 27? Oh, you mean what? A 17-year-old? I mean, I ain't got no expectations on no 17-year-old, man, because like, yo, you should just be in college, man. Don't worry about having any cash. At that point, education is the real wealth. Yeah. Best advice you ever got. The best advice I ever got that I can think of off the top of my head was from a damn fool. This guy is a damn jackass. He's such a jackass that someone that I know had to tell him how to pay bills. Like, you have to phone up the energy company and get registered in that. Grown ass man, 40 years old, don't know how to pay bills. He's been living at his parents' house the whole time. Anyway, this individual said to me years and years ago, when doing your driving lessons, don't just do driving lessons without a goal in mind. So, for example, imagine it's January. Do your driving lessons and book your test for April so that you have something to work towards. Because if you're just doing driving lessons without an exam in mind, you're going to do driving lessons for a few months, then you're going to get busy for a couple of weeks, and then a couple of weeks can turn to a couple of months, and then, yeah, you pick it up after 3-4 months when you get more money or whatever and that. So he said, book your driving test and just work as much as you can towards it. And that is some of the best advice. Now, you can apply that to other things as well. And this guy was he is a real idiot. Like, people like that should not be allowed to go on and reproduce and be a father to any children and that. That's the advice I got from him. Yeah, that was truly a gem. Obviously, I got some advice from my stepdad. He said the ends don't care about you. Yeah. He said, you know, the people you're trying to impress now, trying to, you know, look like trying to be the realest on the ends now. In a few years' time, you're gonna come back and you're not gonna see none of them. It's right. I walk around Edmonton, I don't see nobody. People see me and they know me from the internet. But the people them that man used to move with and that, I don't know where my DA brothers are. I don't see them. Every now and then I might see one or two of them. That's it. I don't even know where their man is. When I used to walk around Edmonton, I used to know everybody. Now, I don't know nobody's face. Because everyone's moved out. You know what I mean? Yeah, like my stepdad, he's a Tottenham man. And he said, like, yeah, when he was growing up, he knew everybody in Tottenham. Everyone. Now, when he goes back, he don't even recognize the place. Because obviously, Tottenham has changed as well. Yeah, Tottenham before was people that, like me, like, you know, Jamaicans that were born in England. Now, everyone's from Ghana. You go down West Green Road, pure Lingala. Bare Congolese and Angolan man down there. Big them up though. Get me, man. Used to move with bare Congolese and Angolan youths. Even today, yeah. I went to a tenant's house. So I always like to, whether the people there are black or Eastern European or whatever, in that, or Asian, I always like to guess, like, where's this person from? So I'll look for little clues around the house and that, like, you know, just look around and that. And usually I get it right. So when I looked at this guy, I thought, he's not Nigerian, he's not Ghanaian. But he could be, because there are people that don't look like prototypical Nigerians or Ghanaians. Yeah. I said, right. Because in this area, the Africans that you're going to meet are going to be either Ghanaians, Nigerians, Tanzanians, or people from Zimbabwe. Yeah, that's it, really. Yeah. So I said, right, he's not Ghanaian, he's not Nigerian, he's not from Zimbabwe, because they don't look the way he looked. Could he be from Tanzania? I think he could be from Tanzania still. But I heard him talking on the phone and he was playing some music. And I'm like, hold on a minute. Like, that's Lingala. Anyway, he was in the next room. I said, big man, are you from Congo? He said, yeah. He said, how do you know? I was like, yo, the music you're playing, it sounded like they were speaking Lingala. He was like, yeah. I said, I'm not Congolese though. But man used to hang around with bare Congolese youths. Like, even when I went to not my latest podcast, but the one before that, when I got interviewed by Glody, I didn't know where he's from. I never met him before. I just see him on the internet one time. He's standing outside the security door asking someone for a code. Yo, he must have got on the phone for 1 minute and said 4 words to this guy. So I'm standing listening to what he's saying. I don't understand what he's saying. After he's got off the phone, I said to him, was you speaking Lingala? He turned around and said, what, are you Congolese? I said, no, I'm Jamaican. Born here. But obviously, man used to move a lot of Congolese and Angolan youth. So, man, I don't understand, but I know how it sounds and that. He was like, yeah, I'm Congolese still. I was like, yeah. So, yeah, anyway, the guy was from Congo. And I was like, you know, it's actually quite rare to meet a Congolese person in Northampton. He said, yeah. I said, yo, if you come to my area, blood, everyone's Congolese, fam. Definitely in Tottenham as well. Do you know what, yeah? Like, a couple times, yeah, like, I've seen videos and that, like, what nation are the most on job in London? So, like, when I say what nation is the most on job, yeah, like, obviously you got Ghanaians and that, like, Ghanaians, are they the most on job? Nigerians, some of them are on job. Jamaicans, yeah, some of them are on job. The Marleys, yeah, the Marleys are on job. But in my personal opinion, from my generation, the most on-job GMs are the Congolese and the Angolan youths. I'm not just saying that because I used to hang around with DA youths. I'm talking about in other areas. The top scorers and the bosses in the other areas, they were always the Congolese youths or Angolan youths. Because I will put Congolese and Angolan in the same bracket because a lot of them, man, there are half Congolese and half Angolan anyway. Yeah, like maybe their mom is from Congo and their dad's Angolan, or other way around, or they're Angolan but they grew up in Congo and that. So I'll put them, and they speak the same language as well, Lingala. So I'll put them in the same bracket. Yo, I could peel off about 15 man's name off the top of my head right now that were on smoke from different areas. Okay. Aren't Albanians the most on job? No, I'm not saying. Listen, Albanians are on it. Like, you know, they're more like organized crime, kidnap you, but I'm talking about riding out and putting in work on the streets. Yeah, the Congolese and the Angolan youths. From my generation, I don't know about now, but my generation, yo, them man there, fam, they were on it. They were on it. Like I said, I could peel off about 15 names right now, just off the top of my head from different areas. Man said, I'm Congolese, I say elbows, you know, Albanians. Nah, man. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this new generation, yeah. But my generation, no way. It was them. It was them. The top scorers in every area were them guys. And if they weren't the top scorer in their area, they probably was the boss of their area. Because just because you're the boss, that don't mean that you're the most on this team. Yeah, I know, man, that are the boss of their gang. But that guy over there, he is the most on job in that gang. But he ain't the boss. Yeah. Yes, definitely them, man, there. Yeah. So obviously, yeah, he's saying that the Albanians and that he rate because of organized. Like I said, organized crime, tie you up and nap. Yeah. But I'm just talking about foot soldiers on the road. Black man blood. Come on, man. We're the strongest out here, fam. I didn't say we're the smartest. I didn't say we're the smartest, yeah, but we're the strongest. We're the strongest. If a war broke out, yeah, and it was blacks versus other nations, yo, you lot gonna be in some problems. Yeah, you lot would have to use your brain. Yeah, will be too much of a problem for you people. Yeah, trust me. Shit. A man said just found out Jay Wise follows Bear Bandinas. You know what? Nadia must have pulled me on that. Obviously, I ain't doing nothing. I'm still following them, but yeah, I might have to make some adjustment. I'm gonna narrow it down to the top 10. Yeah, special forces. Yeah, top 11. Yeah, we do it for the football. Yeah, I say, foot soldiers. Yeah, but us man plugs run things not so. Uh, yeah. But I'm not. Yeah, but what I'm talking about, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, maybe you didn't hear. I'm talking about the most on job. I'm not talking about making money or I'm talking about, yo, a force to be reckoned with. Yo, let me tell you something, yeah. You see, yeah, if every nation in London was to link up, so let's say all the Jamaicans stuck together, all the Ghanaians stuck together, all the Nigerians stuck together, all the Malis stuck together. If the Congolese and the Angolan youth stuck together in my generation, everyone will be in problems. I'm telling you. Them man, they were too strong. Them man had too much shooters, too much man that will poke you up. I know these guys, trust me. Trust me, we would be in problems. If they had like nation wars, yo, they would be unstoppable. They would be unstoppable. There would be a serious problem. Like I said, I don't know about this new generation and that, but my generation, yeah, they would be unstoppable. Us Jamaicans would not stand a chance. Yo, we wouldn't stand a chance. Yeah, listen, I would fucking learn Lingala just to get on them man there's team. We would not stand a chance. No way. Actually, do you know what? Maybe like, because obviously there's bare Jamaicans in Brixton and South London and that, but in North London, yo, we would not stand a chance. We would be fucked. We would be fucked. Blood, do you not understand, yeah, like who they had on their team? Like in my generation, yo, just like in like North London, like maybe some parts of East London as well. Yo, they had people like Bin, Rayman, Bangiza, Bordeaux. So look, I'll even tell you the name and the area. So they had Bin from Ida, Rayman from Ida, Bangiza from MPK, Bordeaux from MPK, Shota D from MPK. I think Starts was probably Congolese and that. They had Stretch from MPK as well. They had Steeler from Wood Green, Don Perignon from Wood Green, Yakman, Don Perignon's brother, Smokey from Wood Green, Smokey from N9. Obviously, some of my other DA brothers, Wanja. Obviously, it was an older Zolai, but bear them. They even had fucking Gael from GMG. Blood, listen. The Pinky from Wolverhampton, bro. Listen, Justo from fucking Northwest London. Yo, the Congolese man, I'm telling you, fam, there would be a problem. Clive, Crimer from Hornsey, RIP. D Breaker from Hornsey. Casey from Blood. There was even a guy, yeah, from Red Brick in N18 called Junior. This guy chased 20 of us down the road. Them man, they are serious. Like I said, I don't know about no new generation, yeah, but yeah. I said 41st was a bookie part, Edmund. I don't know. I used to live there back in the day before it was actually 41st. Anyway, coming off in 1 minute. Said that about half an hour ago. Never understood why it was called 41st. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't got no clue. Yeah, block rap, yeah. So basically, when I used to live on 41st, there used to be 4 tower blocks. And I used to live in one of them. And we moved. But that was before it was called 41st. It was called Barber Estate. Why did you illegally check up on them Indian tenants that were smoking in the toilet? Because they were renting rooms, not the whole flat. Right, coming off now. Coming off now. Alright, you man. Right, so a man said, what's a good amount of cash to have stacked in your mid-20s? I mean, you say like 20 grand, mid-20s. Just depends though, man. I say by the age of 30, you should have 50 grand saved, because by the age of 25, that's when you should have a decent paying job to where you can save £1,000 a month. If you do that over a 5-year period, you will save up 50 grand minimum. So therefore, you should have 50 grand saved up at the age of 30, because by the age of 25, you should have a high paying, decent job where you can earn some money, where you can save a decent amount of money. All right, I'm done now anyway. Stay tuned for the next one.